Alright. We're here to talk about today Justice. Or the Return of Earth 51. Okay, so on Earth 51, as you may know, that's where Kingdom Come takes place, right? So this particular comic could still take place in Kingdom Come. It could be where Brainiac shoves
sit up so you
Superman shoves Brainiac into his Pulitzer at the end of the comic. But this particular book opens up with a dream had by all the bad guys. Like I said in my Justice League International review. I'm screwing up today. Justice Society of America review. And all the bad guys think the Justice League sort of got in the way at the end of that dream. And at the end of that dream, they're all like, we have to do something, we have to save. So they set about doing two things: getting rid of the Justice League and helping humanity. They were on both accounts. I mean, it opens up with a very powerful dream, which, as a cop-out, you find out it was caused by Brainiac. I could see if it was caused by a much more powerful villain, but this was sort of a cop-out. And then you get things like this. The covers in these books do not lie at all. This actually happens. Martian Manhunter gets burned by Grodd. And then it basically tells you what Justice League member is going to be fighting what Legion of Doom member this week. This number 7, for example, was Hawkman and Hawkgirl fighting Toyman, and you can see them fighting the toys with the their spear in hand, their battle axe. Yeah. And then after that, after they try to fight off all the Justice League, you end up finding out, like I said, that it's Brainiac, and that's such a twist to most of the villains. They're being used by Brainiac for his, and he's trying to build worlds like he does in Convergence. But this does nothing to fight back the Kingdom Come continuity. In fact, it sort of encourages it. Number 3, as you can see, was Wonder Woman fighting Chitara. She puts a curse on Wonder Woman, which causes Wonder Woman to fall apart. And this was before the elongated man's death. You can tell by number 3. Elongated Man and Plastic Man are both featured prominently in this book. Excuse me. It's clearly before he died. There's a big discussion about the second string leaguers. And it goes a little off for a little while, and it shows Plastic Man and Elongated Man fighting. Plastic Man and Elongated Man fighting for a little while. But it veers right back on track. You find out that Green Lantern is running out of battery energy. The bad guy said about trapping Green Lantern in his own ring. All the good guys have particularly malicious fates. Like they stick Flash in a loop where he can't stop, as featured on the cover. See, you see. The Flash can't stop, and the one villain that wasn't invited to join this whole hullabaloo was the Joker, and he's really pissed about it. And for a while there, he sets up blowing up these perfect cities, but he fails. He doesn't. He blows up the cities, but he doesn't do near as much damage as the villains in the Justice League probably do by fighting. Like in number 4, they try to get rid of Superman. They try to get rid of Superman by using Bizarro. But, like I said, they are meh on both accounts. Meh on serving humanity and getting rid of the Justice League. So, they really fail at getting rid of Superman in number 4. It ends with him saying, "Help me." And they eventually do come and save him. Eventually they board these perfect worlds, and when these perfect, and then a big giant battle takes place. A big giant battle takes place, and then they get rid of Brainiac and all of the extra bodies that Brainiac builds. They set about traps for the Justice League. Like for Arthur, Aquaman, they get rid of his son, and he himself gets dissected. And there's a real poignant moment where Arthur just says, it's Brainiac the whole time. And he sets about on this quest of getting back his son, Arthur Jr., I think it is. And at the end, you see that Manta has his son, and that Brainiac turns him more robot than machine. He does get his son back, but without spoiling the end, I'm not gonna tell you where he's at, but Black Manta has him by the skull, and they do stop him. So, like I said, if you were to date it in the timeline, it would be before Kingdom Come. Elongated Man is still alive, and Barry Allen is still the Flash. So it happened before Crisis. But after,
it should see your business the way you see your business. We think insurance should come from a friend, someone you trust, because actions speak louder.
But after
But it's right.
Crisis on Infinite Earth, before
The Cincinnati Insurance Company.
before
Insurance should be.
um
CINFIN.com and talk to your local independent agent about what matters to you.
before Identity Crisis, there you go. Identity Crisis, but after Crisis on Infinite Earth. Yeah.
You'll see the difference. On tough stains, pre-soak and wash. OxyClean's clearly better. Plus, no bleach accidents. OxyClean Whiter Whites guaranteed.
Sensitive bladder. Try and get
And although it was written in current time, it clearly didn't take place in current time.
women already prefer new Always Discreet pads over boys. Visit
Yeah.
discreet.com for coupons and to learn more.
So old Superman could still be old Superman in the Justice Society. That I really liked. That I really liked. So I'll pick it up there
When you give the people free nationwide calls, you're gonna get some fan mail.
after my Justice Society review.
Number one, couldn't make the award show, because I'm here, helping you make free calls.
What about that?
That is my Uncle Rupert.
Hello, Uncle Rupert.
Oh, please don't.
Cheerio.
You can stop there.
That I guess is the end
Closed captioning.
Today?
for today. I didn't do well, Mom. If we had edited